Today on Kicks Chronicles, two Yeezy 350 V2s currently on the Adidas Confirmed app. Draws for the Onyx and the Carbon Beluga are now available and will take place on the 31st of May. We take a closer look at the Yeezy 350 V2 in the Onyx colorway. We speak to up-and-coming content creator Angelina about her sneaker history, kicks she loved growing up, her most recent pickups including a certain Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low, and her aims as a content creator in 2023. This is Kicks Chronicles. Yes, my people. Welcome to episode 35 of your sneaker and lifestyle podcast, Kicks Chronicles. I'm your boy, PROZECH. Welcome. I hope you are well. Thank you to everyone that managed to watch our most recent episode. And for those that didn't, please feel free to go and check that out. It's available on all digital platforms. You guys already know YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, it's all there. And it's in the cloud, baby. It's in the cloud. It's always going to be there. So yeah, feel free to go check that out. And if you have already, thank you so much. As I said at the top of the show, there's a couple of bits that I wanted to talk about. So yeah, guys, let's get into the news. So yeah, guys, really quickly, if you check your Adidas Confirmed app, like I'm going to check my Adidas Confirmed app right now. You get me? The Carbon Beluga is there and the Onyx is there. They're in full effect. And the draw is slated to happen on the 31st of May. So all you guys that are trying to get your Yeezys, it's happening, man. It's legit. The reports are correct. In fact, the reports that we put forward last week in the previous podcast said it was going to be the 1st of June. It's actually the 31st of May. This is going to all pop off, which is very close to the 1st of June. So yeah, maybe not even the point that needed to be made. Both kicks are going to be dropping for retail at £200 each. So yeah, both are pretty penny, but that is the standard price for Yeezy 350 V2s. And as I said, it's the Carbon Beluga, which is a new colorway, and the Onyx, which is a retro. And we'll be taking a little bit of a deeper look at the Onyx a little bit later. Guys, if you want to get my thoughts on all of the shoes in the Yeezy catalog that are slated to drop from June, now it's May, please head over back onto the previous podcast where I literally do a deep dive on every single one that's slated to drop and let you know my ratings for every single one of those shoes. But as I said, we're going to take a deeper look at the Onyx. So let's grab the Onyx and let's have a deeper look, right? So this isn't really a review because shoes already been out, but it's kind of a review, maybe like an overview. I don't know what you want to call it, but yeah, here's the shoe. Right, here's the shoe. Just move my mic a little bit closer so it doesn't get in the way. But here's the shoe. Really simply, full prime the upper. Right, so yeah, real stretchy material, breathable, really nice on feet experience. EPU sidewalls. So here you go here, and they encased the Boost. Right, with a little Boost signage there at the bottom as well, and some obviously exposed Boost there. Back tab on these as well, which is important for some people, not for all, but yeah, and a central seam as well. So yeah, typical 350 V2. Another thing that you might want to note on this is the fact that it's got that monofilament stripe. It is the same color as the shoe, but it is kind of sort of translucent, so you can kind of see it's kind of sort of transparent is the term I was trying to actually say, so you can kind of see through it as well, which is a cool element to the shoe. And yeah, it is what it is. In terms of sizing regarding 350 V2s, I always went half a size up. That's always been sort of the standard in terms of Yeezy 350 V2s, go half a size up. In terms of if you wanted to cop this, so it's important because obviously Yeezys haven't been sold for a very long time. there may be a lot of new people that are trying to cop Yeezys now. So the process in which to cop Yeezys has slightly changed. Not in terms of Adidas, but in terms of sort of the wider community. So if Adidas and Yeezy were doing a drop, they would also drop via End, they'd drop via Size, possibly Foot Patrol or JD. In this particular case, it's not been said that they're going to be using any outside vendors to sell the shoes. It's literally just going to be Adidas. Now, Adidas have a draw system. It's really, really simple. 3 or 4 days prior to the draw, they'll open it up and you'll literally sign in, authorize your payment, and they'll do the draw. And in this case, it's the 31st of May, they'll conduct the draw. It'll be very early in the morning, probably like 7 or 8 in the morning, they'll conduct the draw. And at some point during that time, they'll let you know whether you were successful or not. Really, really simple. Can't really go wrong with that. So it's not like Nike in a sense where you're sort of on eggshells the whole time. It's more calm, it's a little bit more chilled out. Far nicer buying experience, if I'm being honest, if you were comparing Nike to Adidas. The process of copying on Adidas Confirm versus Nike sneakers, night and day, literally. Like, it's way nicer buying shoes and at Adidas, but a lot of that is probably informed by whether you get the shoe or not. But in my humble opinion, it's definitely a nicer buying experience. Good luck to everybody that's trying to go out for these shoes. I'm going to be going for these shoes. I've already signed up for this particular shoe. I'm not going to go for the carbon belugas because I think they're right. But if you've never had a Yeezy 350 V2 and you're trying to cop a shoe, the carbon beluga is definitely going to be an easy cop. Like, without a shadow of a doubt, it's going to be an easy cop. So if you like that colorway, go for that colorway. You're going to get it in whatever size you want. Trust me, you're not going to have any trouble getting that shoe. The Onyx, on the other hand, is probably going to be slightly more difficult because, as I said, it's an all black Yeezy 350 V2 and these are quite sought after, and I think you'll be able to make a bit of money. So I'm picking these up, hopefully, so I can move them on the secondary market and make a little bit of money on these. But if I don't pick them up, obviously I already have a pair for personal, so I'll be just holding on to these. Once again, good luck for everybody that's trying to go out and get a pair of shoes. Wishing you all the best, and let me know in the comments below if you were successful. Let me know if you're thinking about picking up the carbon beluga, if you're thinking about picking up the Onyx. Let me know what you think about Yeezy. Let me know anything. Comments. Let me know what's going on. Maybe even bust a little review. Yeah, you can leave a comment in the review. I'll still be able to read it. I might not be able to get back to you, but I'll still be able to read it. Now, I think I'll be able to get back to you as well. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below, or reach out to me on social media. You know how to do it, man. It's PROZECH on all forms of social media. And yeah, man, let me know your thoughts. And yeah, that's the end of the news. Now, let's talk about our amazing, illustrious guest. So this week we are talking to Angelina, aka AlwaysAngieAnge, who is an up-and-coming content creator from London. Now, we previously met on set at Creps Collection Club for a show called Toe to Toe, and during that experience, she was just so funny and so articulate. I just made a mental note to invite her on the podcast, and obviously I ended up inviting her on the podcast, and she ended up accepting, obviously. On the podcast, we talk about her love for the humble kicker. A lot of you are not going to know about kickers, bro. A lot of you are not going to know about kickers, especially if you're not from the UK. But the kickers, like, it's very, very close to my heart, and obviously it's close to Angelina's. But yeah, very, very cool shoe. Very cool shoe. We also talk about the Nike Air Force One. We also talk about the popularity of the Nike Air Vandal, how popular that shoe was in her area growing up. We chat modern day kicks as well, and she tells us how she copped the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low in the olive colorway. In fact, not only did Angelina cop, but her sister copped 2 times. Yeah, so Angelina 1, her sister 2, and Big PROZECH goose egg. Yeah, make it make sense, people. Make it make sense. It's not fair. But I also dropped some knowledge on Angelina. I give her the lowdown, the breakdown, if you will, on the hierarchy of Unholy Grails. If you didn't know, get to know, there is a power ranking when it comes to Unholy Grails, and I give Angelina the business. We also talk icks and what not to wear if you're planning to move to my girl Angelina. Lastly, we talk about what being a sneakerhead means to her, and we obviously always, as we always do, we hit her with some quick fire questions. Okay, I have to apologize before we get into the end bits and over to the interview. You'll notice a few sniffles. The boy was sick. The boy was a little bit poorly. But you know, I'm a workhorse. I have to keep the ball rolling. I have to keep that train moving, my G. We have to keep it moving. So yeah, right? We kept it. I didn't want to cancel. We needed to keep it moving. And she was such an awesome guest. I didn't want to stop, right? But like, you may hear 1-2 sniffle. Don't get at me, and I don't want to see one comment about it. Angelina was an amazing guest. Awesome guest. One I definitely hope to have back on the podcast once again. Like, she was absolutely amazing. You were just like, I laughed so much. Like, I laughed so much. Like, she was so funny. She's like a living, breathing meme in terms of like, she just dropping bars. Like, it's so funny. So yeah, I'd definitely love to have her back on the podcast once again. And yeah, I hope you find the interview interesting and entertaining. And with all of that being said, I'm your boy PROZECH. This is Kicks Chronicles. You already know. And our guest this week is AlwaysAngieAnge, aka Angelina, in the building. Enjoy. Yes, my people. Big PROZECH back again, and you already know what it is. Kicks Chronicles. And today we have another illustrious, stupendous,
I've never heard of
fragilistic, bombastic guest.
Criminal offensive.
Big Angelina is in the building. I'm saying content creator extraordinaire. You get me? She's here right now in the digital flesh. You get me? Sis, what's good, man? What's kicking?
I'm alive. I'm breathing. You know, forever gonna be in debt for a crap, but it is what it is, man.
Nah, that's a hard lyric, man. Debt for the Creps, man. That's the life that people are living right about now, man.
It's just a cycle, because we always say, oh yeah, I'm not gonna get that this month, and then some heat will drop. Like this week, you know, it's one of the, you know, you already know, one of the biggest drops.
So yeah, we're gonna get into that, because I've got an issue. I've got a massive issue, and you probably can see it coming a mile off. But like, there's a massive issue for me. But we're gonna get into that. But we're gonna get into that a little bit later, because we're gonna let the people hold tight on that one. But first and foremost, what I want to understand from you, is I want you to take it back to the beginning. I want to understand your first love. I want to understand what drew you to the game. What was that sneaker that said to you, you know what, you gotta have me. You gotta have me.
You know what? Yeah, it's an interesting one, because mine stems back from like secondary school. So I'm talking like early 2006, 7-ish. It was one of those years. Yeah, and obviously in school times, obviously we had a strict dress code. You weren't allowed to wear like trainers and stuff like that. Only like more time if it was for PE, you know, if you're doing some kind of sport activity, or let's say it was just sports day, you know. And like, obviously going to school, the girls would wear like our little dolly shoes, you know, those shoes with the bow, the mandem, they had the Clarks. And then for some reason, there was a big hype on kickers. Yeah,
kickers were hard. Super
and for me, it stood out because it came in a range of like, it was like the same shoe model, but they started doing different colors within the lining. Do you remember that?
Yeah, fully. They fully did, man. They had a couple silhouettes as well, but like, truthfully, kickers reigned for a minute. And the funny thing is, you know, with kickers, it's not the same as Clarks. Like, Clarks Wallabies, like, was transatlantic. It was UK, it was US, it was Europe. Kickers seems to just
It
be
was just
the
it
UK.
was a
Like I don't
UK like
know.
standpoint.
It was a
Yeah,
UK. Like I don't know anybody that like is from another country. When I mention Kickers,
they have no
knows what I'm
idea.
talking about. They
Yeah,
don't know. Now Kickers is a different thing entirely, boy. So I'm on that wave. Yeah, it was definitely raining for a
nah,
minute.
trust me.
Definitely raining for a
So
minute.
then,
Yeah, big
yeah.
stuff.
So basically, in school they were like, if you're gonna wear kickers, you're only allowed to wear like the all black laces ones, innit? So you couldn't get the
Uh
coloured
huh.
ones. But at the time when, so you know the school year, the refresh when you're getting a new uniform and that, I must have been in the school shop with my mum, and then they must have dropped the Diamante range. I was like to my mum, I want these ones. I want these ones. I want to be that cool kid. That's gonna be me. And then she's like, "Are you sure you're allowed?" I was like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool." So then now get to school and obviously I had the diamond. I was basically the first one in the year to have the Diamante ones in it.
Ah,
Right.
that's super. So the bragging rights, the
Yeah,
energy is
yeah.
right. Everything is
And
like it's
then
you
I
now.
flipped
Yeah,
the
yeah, I
script
get it.
because I added coloured laces on top.
So you know you're
Yeah,
breaking the rules,
yeah.
right? You're
Breaking the
breaking the rules,
rules.
and you said, you know what I'm gonna do is I'm
I'm
gonna
going to
double
double
down
it,
on the
breaking the
thing.
rules,
I'm going to
changing the
double.
game. Shout out to Nikki. You already know, fam. I came with it, you know.
No, we
Yeah.
like that. We like that. We
So
like that. Rubbing
I had
strong.
to. And then I just remember the first day. Like, because I was kind of like, I wouldn't say sneaky, but I was one of them quiet ones, innit? And then I'll never forget this one day. I come into school, everyone's like, yo, look at Angelina's kickers, look at Angelina's kickers. She's got diamonds on it. It's got diamonds. It's got diamonds. Everyone's going crazy. These times it's some any fake diamante thing, but
Yeah,
it
them
just that's
rhinestones
what I'm
and that.
saying. But it looked crazy, innit?
No, but it would have looked super hard. It's official,
Yeah.
right? So it would have
And
looked
no
super
one
hard.
had
It would have looked
seen it
super
before,
hard.
so they were like, "Oh, raw, they from
Yeah.
like America, like da 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 da."
Boom, boom,
You know what I'm
boom.
saying? And
Love
obviously
that.
they just came out, so they were like retail for 70. Now back in the day, £70, you know what I'm saying? It was like £200 a day. Yeah.
You might as well say that, boy, because
And then I got, what is it? Yeah, so I got called in for like detention, innit? Because obviously I was wearing the coloured kickers. And then the teachers realized, like, right, like Angelina's actually a good student. She don't do anything. She's wearing her kickers, but they must have said I got to take them off. And then I started basically kind of like my own little protest. I was like, I'm not taking off the shoes. Like, it's not stopping. I was like,
ah,
it's not affecting my learning. You understand? It's not affecting my grade. You understand? It's not worrying my parents. It's not getting me to any kind of delinquent trouble. So what is the issue? And then from that day on, they allowed coloured laces and stitching for kickers.
wow.
Yeah,
Do you know what? That's a
yeah,
massive
trust
lesson
me.
to anybody listening, anybody watching. Yeah, right. If you are
Yeah,
hardworking, I'm saying your reputation
right.
goes ahead of you, man. They'll change the rules for you, bro.
That's
Like
what I'm
this is
saying.
hard. I love that, man. They'll
Trust
change the
me.
rules for you. They said to everybody, "No, we don't want no
Right.
colored laces." Boom, boom, boom. But when
Uh-huh.
Angelina did it, yeah, right, because of the hard work she put in, good standing in the school, boom, 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 not causing trouble before. All of a sudden now they're saying, you know what, man? If a good student like Angelina can do it,
Maybe
maybe
it's
it's
not
not
so
so
bad.
bad. Nah, let's let it.
It's just
Maybe it's
shoes.
not so bad.
Yeah,
Let's get.
it's just shoes.
You see, man, you have to be good
That's
in
that's the
school, boy. They let
that's
you
it.
do. You know what I'm saying? They will let you
That's
wear
it. That
your
was the
kicks.
golden ticket. You understand?
Nah, I
Yeah,
respect
man.
it. I respect it. I respect it. Very good life lessons in there. And to be honest, yeah, it's a shoe that doesn't get a lot of love. Obviously,
Yeah,
we talk a lot about sneakers and that, but like kickers, for me, like it's quintessentially British. Like I said earlier,
exactly.
man, it's one of those shoes that just represent, like, especially for me, like it represents my
Mhm.
youth. It represents my ends. It represents a lot of
Mhm.
nostalgia to
Yeah.
me. You get me, but talk to me also about like, because what area did you grow up in?
So basically, born and raised in South London, Peckham, innit? So, you know, yeah,
Peck's in the
Peck's in the
building
building,
still.
man. So,
No, I like that. I like that. I like that. So, like, in your mind, going back to when
yeah.
you were growing up, like in
Mm,
your heyday, them ones there, right? Like on
yeah.
people's feet. What are you seeing? What represented Pecs in those days still?
Mm. Obviously, definitely an all black Air Force One. Air Force
Obviously,
One.
because in them days, people were on crud still,
Yeah.
so and it could happen in a second still. So yeah,
It's definitely the Air
necessary
Force
with the All
Ones.
Blacks.
What else was a great silhouette? At the time, low key. Nike did they had the Nike Vandals. That was another. Yeah,
Like
Nike Vandals.
Vandals.
A lot of people don't know that one. So
I'm gonna
basically
get
they kind of
involved.
resemble Blazers, but they're not Blazers.
Oh, I remember
Yeah.
these. Oh my!
Yeah,
Is that what they were called?
Vandals.
Vandals. That silver colorway
Right.
I remember very vividly. That silver with the red swoosh. I will put it up. Like, do you know what? I
Mm,
toyed with these for a second, but I remember
yeah,
them very well. I didn't know they were called the Vandals, but I remember them
yeah.
very well. That's a hard shoe. That's a hard shoe. And you're right. Like, it did resemble the Blazer
Mhm.
because Blazers had a moment as well. Like, so there were a
Mm,
lot of offshoots, like
yeah,
booty type
yeah.
silhouettes that I was saying, like, or
Mhm.
highs, like Air
Mhm.
Force One highs and other things as well that were coming up. Yeah,
Yeah.
man, those are
A
hard,
lot of people
man.
don't. They don't
That's
know
never
that
been
shoe
said. No, it's
because
never
I'll
been
never
said.
forget
It's
the
never been
first
said on
time
this
I saw that
podcast.
shoe in Foot Locker. So this was back in the day when like Foot Locker had the premium like exclusive just sitting there on the shelf in it, and they were in the junior
Yeah,
section. I'll never forget it was this white and purple pair. And my brother was like, "Oh yeah, you're allowed a trainer for your birthday, innit?" And I just wanted the shoe.
respect.
Like I refused to leave the shop. It was just
Super hard.
crazy. But yeah,
Nah,
man.
that's super hard. That's super hard. Do you know what? I remember those. Sometimes I think about like back in the day, like you, because obviously you just
Mm,
mentioned like Foot Locker
mm,
just had all the exclusives. I just remember there was a time, yeah, where you
yep.
could just go to a shop and they just had
Yeah.
everything. It was just there. Like, and it wasn't like obviously the way
Yeah.
that things are now, it's good to an extent because I mean it's wider. There's a lot more
Mm,
opportunity in terms of like the
mhm.
drops that are happening. There's a lot of shops that get the drop or whatever. It's all internet, so there's that convenience, but just that nostalgia, that feeling,
Mhm.
that excitement of like, oh, I'm gonna go west, or I'm gonna go straight, or I'm gonna go wherever, and I'm just gonna
Honey.
go to like
Mm.
that massive Foot Locker that's in West. Or I'm gonna go to like back in the day, it was like
Yeah, you
Lily
already
Whites or
know.
wherever. Like just go to that big shop. You get me? Like
Size
just
was
go
a
to
big
that big shop
contender
that
as
you know
well.
that's got kids.
Yeah.
Size was there as well. Like back in the day, you ain't gonna remember this because you're young. I think you're young anyway. You look young. You look fresh still. But there was a shop on Woolworth Road near Elephant
Don't
called
blame me. I
Panache.
knew that
That
shop.
shop had us,
Yeah.
bruv. Panache had
Yeah.
bits in it, bro. Because that was hot. That was hot at the end. So Panache had bits in it as well, man. There were so
Yeah,
many
man.
good shoes like in there as well. Like there was a lot of stuff. That feeling, bro.
Listen,
Sometimes I miss it. And the thing is, it's not even. I should go
but
out
it's you
more.
know
This is the
it's not
thing.
the same because for
I
me,
should go out
like
more.
as you're talking about it, for me, it was like that was my idea of like going on like a field trip, like a school trip. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
real
And it
talk.
didn't cost nothing. Even if I leave the shop with nothing, just to be in the ambience of like,
Oh yeah. Just to be in
yeah,
the environment, just to
just to
smell
see
it,
the shoe
just to
and just
smell
be
it,
like,
man. It's
bro,
different.
like
It's
one
different.
day I'm
It's
gonna be
different.
old enough to like afford a crep and just to buy on my own. Do you know what I mean?
Nah, I used
Yeah,
to dream of those days where you could just walk into a shop and just it would just be
yeah,
like money
yeah.
was no object. It would just be like anything that you wanted, you just copped it. Like and like by God's grace, we'll get there one day. Like I was saying, like but now the game is
Mhm.
completely changed.
Yeah.
Price points have completely changed. The
Mhm.
vibe is different entirely, bro. Like, and you kind of alluded to it earlier, and I didn't want you to get
Yeah.
into it,
Go
but
on.
you might as well just touch on it now. Like, I feel like it's a little bit of a segue, right? We're recording this on
Yeah.
the 27th of April. Yesterday,
Yeah.
Travis Scott Olives. By all accounts, the last Travis Scott Jordan 1 low
Mhm.
that will be dropping in his long
Yeah.
line of Jordan 1
The six
lows
out of the six. Yeah.
dropped the 6th of the 6th.
Yeah.
Women's only. Why? Why was it a woman in 2023, bro?
You know what it
Why
is,
is he
yeah.
dropping it?
I
Why
don't want
is
to
the
be that
last one a
guy,
woman's only,
but
bro?
Charlie, you know I want the crap in it. Do you think I would have been in a good mood if I didn't
Angelina.
win this crap? Bruv, I would have cancelled on you. I would have said, I can't even fake it, man. That one, I was screaming Travis from last year. And the first time they dropped the women's size in, I said, today is my time. And this khaki, that's me all over.
Oh wow,
Right.
that's you. Nah, so that's why. When
Yeah,
that's why
yeah,
you
of
were quick
course,
to
of
bring it up.
course, of course. Of
You
course.
wanted to chat about it. Oh God. Oh my days.
I couldn't believe it though.
The winner
No, do
is
you
in
know
the
why?
building. The undisputed.
So many man
Tell me the
doubted
story,
me.
man. How'd you get it?
Like, so when I say so many man doubted me, yeah, it was like, like Charlie from the Willy Wonka factory thing, innit? Yeah. And you know
Charlie and the
how every
Chocolate
man was just going
Factory.
crazy for these bars, but on his last hope, he just went to his random, shop. Boom, ticket was there. You understand? So here it is. I
Wow.
must have entered so many raffles. I've been keeping tabs on that for the longest. Like even when they rescheduled the new date, because initially they were meant to drop in March and then they pushed it back till now. I was keeping heads up. I was, scoping all the sneaker pages. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was on Offspring like there was no tomorrow because they like to drop hints here and there and kind of play with our minds. And
Yeah.
yeah, so I entered all these raffles and I kind of thought, okay, I don't usually win from certain places, so I'm not trying to get my hopes up. Obviously, I don't know if you tried to enter with sneakers. Sneakers must have just done one hiki haga, bugu bugu daga daga, bugu bugu daga daga. Yeah, like I was on the payment. Me and my little sister were like this.
What?
Like when I say yeah, and then imagine, yeah. Now this is how you know God works wonders. She won, innit?
I love it.
And did this. I told her
Off
5 minutes before the
sneakers.
drop they were coming out. She won. And now
Perfect.
I'm disheartened because I'm happy you got it, but that was the shoe I wanted this year. Like I've been screaming. I've never owned any kind of Travis because they never dropped in my size. Right.
This is it.
And then come to
This
find
is it.
later on, she messages me from work and she's like, yeah, Osprey sent me an email. I won as well. I said, you've got 2 Travises already. A couple of you to die. Sorry for the ones that don't understand you, but I swear to you, yesterday I was depressed. I was on my couch. I was like this. I didn't want to talk to nobody. My phone was on do not disturb. I just said, yeah, today's not the day. And then what was it? I don't know if I can say it's kind of me outing them, but it's not outing them. There was some kind of hickey hecka error, and basically Offering sent me a random email in it, but I just thought it was like one of these hackers or something in it, and they were just basically like, "Yeah, we sent out this email, but don't be disheartened. You're still like safe in the running." So I'm like, hold on, what are you talking about? Right. So I went to bed yesterday about midnight ish. I just get the email and I said, "Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! God wanted me to have this shoe." Yeah.
Nah,
I started I was so happy.
That's huge.
It just changed my mood. I was like, right, I can't believe I actually won this shoe. Like when they say the power of the tongue is real, I was like, yeah. And you know my thing,
Real talk.
retail never
That's the
resell,
realest.
fam. So this one, it was now or never. That trust me, it was literally
now or never.
Listen,
To dip
it was
into
the
that
final
resale
countdown.
would be
It was
crazy.
I'm telling you, fam.
Oh my days, man. It's not you smashed it. I can't lie. The question is, yeah, if you didn't get that email from Offspring, would your sister buck you on that second pair?
We're not the same size. We're not the same size. You see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was there. Nah.
Because the thing is, she said it to me. She's like, I feel so bad because I know how much you wanted this shoe and I got 2. Wow. So I'm like, rah. And the maddest thing, I'm deep in it like, hold on. They said that the estimated stock for UK was only 21,000 pairs.
Yeah, they're mocking it.
And you got 2.
Yeah, it's nuts. And Big Pro Z comes up with a goose egg, bro. You man are killing me, bro. I ain't even playing about no more, man. You man are playing about. The thing is, yeah, right? Their house, they got 3. My yard got 0, bro. What's about me? What is it about me, bro? What is it about me? Nah, bro.
It's not you, man. But do you own any previous Travises though?
No, I ain't got no Travises. I ain't got no Travises. If I'm trying to Travis now, I'm gonna have to dip in. There was only one that I wanted, yeah. and I've not got it, and it's gonna be a couple grand down before I'm even gonna be able to
Yeah.
do it. And the thing is, who knows? Yeah, now that they're not gonna be dropping anymore, if the prices of all of them are gonna just go up, you get
That's the
me?
thing,
Like,
innit?
you get me? Because for me, yeah, that fragment Jordan 1, that's a perfect
Mm-hmm.
shoe. He
Yeah,
just
that was
ticked every
beautiful.
box. Yeah, he ticked every
I can't
box.
lie. Do you
Like
know what
it's
I liked about it?
it
When I
done.
saw people flip it and they just added a touch of the pink laces onto
The
them.
pink laces is
Yeah.
that's the one, bro.
Yeah.
And for me,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm one of them modern man. You know that pink to me, yeah, that
Mm.
just adds a little bit of panache, a little bit of pizzazz. Je ne
Yeah.
sais quoi, and all
It's
that
like
one there.
you know the iconic what's his name? Is it Cameron? You know the
That's
iconic pink.
it.
Yeah, the
That's
pink
it.
was just
That pink was
the je ne
pinking,
sais
bro. That's
quoi.
it. Just
Like
a little
yeah,
touch.
just
You
like
get me, like
whew.
them man there. So, like for me, yeah, like I went through all of them. But I never really caught. And the thing is, I can't lie. I have copped to
Mm.
Travis in the past. I managed to cop. I don't know if you remember. He did a 270 React
Yeah. Yeah.
ages ago. I copped.
Yeah.
I think I got like one or two of those. But I didn't get it from Nike. I think I ended up getting it from wherever. You get me? I can't remember. It was deep in lockdown. I got those,
Yeah.
right? But like I haven't won a significant Travis. I've
Mm.
won other things. I've got like off whites. I've got all different
Mm.
things or whatever.
Mm.
But the
Mm.
Travises have always eluded me, man. Um,
Yeah.
but you know what? You know, one of those things about being a sneakerhead for me, yeah, is like, and I was talking to Bolu, I was talking to
Yeah.
Bolu the guy
Yeah.
about this. Sometimes, especially being my size, I can't I can't get caught up on having every shoe. Not at my
Yeah.
age, not at my
Yeah.
size. I need to, at least sometimes I just need to enjoy shoes from afar. Like, or
Mm.
enjoy them vicariously through people like you.
Yeah.
You're gonna be
Yeah.
rocking your olives, like you're true of the culture. You're gonna be rocking
Yeah.
them. You're already thinking all the fits. Like your eyes are just
Yeah.
going. She's thinking of all the different fits. Like I'm gonna wear it like this. I'm gonna wear it like that. I'm gonna do different fits. I'm gonna change the laces. Blah, blah, blah. You know, people are gonna do different
How
things.
did
You
you know I
get
was gonna change the laces? Why are you doing that? Nah, do you know what it is with me? Yeah, I'm the same way in the sense of like, if I miss the drop, I miss the drop. If I don't
yeah.
win, I don't win. I don't kill myself over it. Like me, I believe in retail, never resell because I just feel like, although yes, I can have the shoe at overpriced price point, but that's not the heart within it. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you. I hear
It's
you.
like,
I hear you.
cool. Am I really gonna invest this much into the resale price? But then the gag is, how often am I gonna wear this one shoe?
Real talk.
You know?
That cost per wear is it's a big equation, man. It's
Yeah.
important. And the funny thing is, it's like, especially with your more expensive shoes,
Mm.
like the there's a bit of a sometimes there's trepidation in wearing it so often
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
you're thinking, oh, am I driving down the value of the shoe because I'm wearing
Right.
it too much? You want
Mhm.
to maintain the shoe looking good. You want to do all of that sort of stuff. It's just one of them things. And obviously we want to wear the shoes, but we don't want to destroy the shoes. Wear the
Mhm.
value. It's like an investment almost. Because even used these
Mm.
shoes, like I'm saying, like you wear your shoes nicely for a year, 2 years, and you want to switch up and get something else, you're probably still gonna
Mm.
make 3, 4 off the shoe anyway. You get me?
Right.
Like depending on how the market's looking like.
Mm.
So like it's in our best interest to look after the shoes, right? But it's just one of them things, man. But you know what I want to ask you, yeah?
What are you gonna ask me?
I mean, we've been talking about hype, yeah, talking about
Yeah.
all these sweet kicks, and I can see behind you got boxing, Jordans, Nike, and all different things there, bro. Like, I want to ask you about something I refer to as unholy grails.
Okay.
These are things like character building kicks. These are things that possibly, this is not something that I'm going to
Mm.
assume. This is just possibly people go through, right? Before they get to that promised land of the Nikes and the Adidases and the Yeezys and the Travises. And these are those shoes that potentially off brand. You get me?
Mm.
You get me? Them ones there, like, where you basically learn about yourself as a human being and it builds your character. Because more
Mm.
often than not,
Mm.
somebody
Mm.
might
Mm.
tell you something about yourself. You might get roasted once or twice, dragged a little bit. It happens. It's part of the territory. But you come out better on the other end. You
Oh
get
yeah,
me?
yeah, yeah. So
So
what?
what I'm trying to ask you,
Mm.
right, is did you ever have to rock any unholy grails? Like, do you need me to give you a list? I got a list.
Yeah, go ahead.
I can give you a list. So, start with the plimsolls and then the goalers, high techs, Dunlops, Mercuries, Avias, Ascots, Adore, Tracks. You can throw Ellie Gear in there, some things like that. Like, all there was there, like, God, talk to me.
Nah, my thing, my mum stayed putting me in Reeboks, fam.
Okay, Reebok is definitely not unholy. Reebok is holy.
It's holy, but at the time, at this time, it was like, if you was wearing Reeboks, you just wasn't rated. Like,
really?
Yeah.
What time is this? Because I don't agree with that.
Not like throughout, but for me, just in my school time. But I don't know if predominantly because of the area that I'm from. So
it's possible.
Yeah, because everybody was on the Nike and the Adidas. So Reebok was kind of falling into like the Skechers, territory.
So let's be all the way 100. Yeah, right. There was a time when I was younger, because I'm sure I'm like probably about like at least 1 or 2 years older than you.
Yeah.
Right. So.
Hi guy.
Bombastic.
Maybe 2 years ago. I had a zero at the end.
For real, there was. But like in my day, like the pinnacle, that was Reebok, right? That's the pinnacle, right? But then when I was in like college and uni, like Reebok had completely fallen off. So I get you.
My mum wouldn't let me wear plimsolls. She said they were a cheap shoe.
Wow.
Yeah. My mum wouldn't let me wear plimsolls. Yeah. That time, she'd be like, "What? You think I'm getting you shoes from Primark? You're mad." Like that time.
Okay, because there was a minute where they were very popular. Right?
So what she did was she was just like, if you want a plimsoll type of like silhouette, I'll get you Vans. Yeah. That's how my mum was coming.
No, I respect Mumsy.
Because plimsolls, they wouldn't last you more than like 2 weeks, a month. You was lucky.
They're not a great made shoes. So
they weren't.
You're not getting that cost per wear thing again. You're not getting it with a plimsoll. It's just not going to work, is it?
It's funny how you say Unholy Grail. Okay, what would you say is a shoe you took an L on? So this could be like, maybe you have a story time with like, something mad happened to you and you was wearing a specific shoe so you don't forget the memory itself. Or let's say it's a shoe maybe you couldn't get. So you said Unholy Grail. What's your Unholy L?
My Unholy L. Unholy Grail or Unholy L? Firstly, with the Unholy Grails, I've been through. I think I went through. That's how the list came about.
Yeah,
bro. I think I made the list because I've been through everyone on that list.
Yeah,
bro. High tech. Do you know what? Do you know how deep I was in Unholy Grails? Yeah. Right? There's a league table, bro. There's a hierarchy. There's a hierarchy in Unholy Grails.
You're the
no. So let me explain it to you. So like, hi there. So nice to see you. Sorry to interrupt the pod. I'll be literally 30 seconds. I just wanted to say thank you for being here. And also, if you enjoy the pod, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. It really does help. Also, if you're listening on an audio platform, feel free to give us a review, whether it be positive or negative. Just leave a review. We really, really appreciate it. Also, feel free to listen to our old episodes. And if you ever want to get in contact, if you want to let me know what you're thinking, feeling, or whatever, holler at me. My name is PROZECH. PROZECH on all social media. Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. I'm enjoying TikTok at the moment. So feel free to holler at me. I will always holler back. And with all that being said, I'll let you get back to the pod. Toodles. If you're talking upper echelon on the Holy Grail, that's high tech LA gear, right? If you're rocking them, you're almost.
Oh my god, you've unlocked a memory.
If you're rocking high tech LA gear, you're almost on the edge, because there was a moment you're almost on the edge of almost being okay.
That just screams to me JJB Sports. You remember that shop?
Boom.
Right.
But then there's a level below that,
Yeah.
yeah? There's a level below that where you're dealing with like your
Yeah.
Dunlops and your Lonsdales, your
Yeah. Ah,
Everlast,
you know what? You've just reminded me.
right?
Yes. I had a pair of Lonsdales, yeah.
This
And
is it.
everybody thought they were
A lot of people,
Converses because I used to walk really
this is
fast and
it.
they
But
wouldn't see the back in
this
it.
is it.
And then one
This is
day,
it. This is
one
it.
of some dumb guy, he clocked I was wearing them. He's like, "Oi, Angelina's wearing fake Converses, bro." I was like, "Oh my god!" I didn't wear them again that day, bro.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying,
fam.
bro? People making, but yeah, there's
Ah,
echelons to the
you've
thing. But
unlocked
and
a
then right at the
memory.
bottom, yeah, right at the bottom, you've got like people places like people like Ascot
Yeah,
and Tracks and them ones there where like they're literally just like
yeah,
knockoffs of a
yeah,
shoe. Like Bull Boy shoes was another interesting
yeah.
one because Bull Boy shoes you used to get them from Shoe
Mhm,
Express, right? And Shoe Express was like so basically it was like
mhm,
Primark for
mhm.
shoes only, right? And those shoes are probably like £5 or £6 each, but you get a football with them,
No, I
right?
remember because there's a scene, yeah, from Bend It Like Beckham when they're going to buy their football kicks on it, and they go into them shops in like West End,
Uh,
but back in the day West End. Yeah, 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 yeah. That's how I remember that.
Yeah, the ball boy kicks had a
Mhm.
moment where they did do adverts and stuff. I remember like a part of me wants to say that like Gareth
Yeah,
Southgate like was in one of their adverts or something like
yeah.
that. And I think they still sell them now. I think if you went on Amazon right
Mm.
now, you'd be able to get ball boy shoes like so they're still going strong. Like it's nuts,
Yeah,
bro. But like, yeah, there's definitely a league table to the thing, and obviously, if you're down there with the sort of
yeah.
adores and the plimsolls and stuff, you were scraping the barrel. But the truth
Mm.
of the matter is, apart from everything, and I say this with all due respect, whatever shoe you was rocking, yeah, right, it's not about the shoe; it's more about the person. The truth is, yeah, you come through that
Yes,
process, yeah, right? You understood, like, it
yes.
taught you humility, bro. It taught you
Yes,
understand, like,
yeah,
it's not about material things. It's about, like, the
yeah.
person inside. Like, some
Mhm.
people learn that lesson early and some people learn that lesson late, G. And this is the
Yeah.
thing, like, whenever you learn it, it's a blessing. But
Mm.
learning earlier is always better than learning later in my book. You
No
get me? Like,
facts.
so I went through it. I
Yeah.
learned, I grew, you get me? And especially being in the South, yeah, people are going to talk to you about your life if you're wearing the wrong
Yeah.
shoes, bro.
Yeah.
So I had to learn how to get a thick skin and I had to learn how to respond with speed, bro.
Where in South was you from?
Southeast, like Bermondsey.
Okay,
Sarah Keys.
yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So
yeah,
key
yeah.
side, yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, so not far away at all, but yeah,
Yeah.
in a slightly different era. There was there, bro. New era and that. But
Nah,
yeah,
them
do you know
was.
what? You know what I want to do? I want to move it into the modern day,
Go
Angelina, and
ahead.
try and
Go
understand.
ahead.
Like, so now what we're talking about the EST of KIC. And when I say EST, I'm talking about the oldest, the newest, the rarest, the most expensivest, the
Mm.
cheapest, the best
Mm.
in your current collection right now. You get me? So
Ooh.
yeah, man. Yeah, man. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Ooh.
So let's start. Let's start with the oldest. What is the oldest shoe you currently have in your collection?
My oldest shoe that I have in my current collection is a pair of Converses.
Respect.
Yeah, high top. It's when they started doing the two-way colorway. So the black top is leather, and then the bottom half is just the normal cotton material.
Okay.
So they
Okay.
started doing like a double tone thing. Yeah, I think that's when I kind of like grew to love the color khaki because it was like, oh, it's like a cool kind of subtle camo
Okay.
green. Yeah, this was
Nah,
back in like
man.
my Conversey like Vansy days. Yeah,
Respect it. Respect it. I respect it. I'm a Yeah, I'm a Converse and a Vans fan, man. I had my
yeah.
time with both, man, and I respect it, man. I think obviously
Ah,
Converse has the history, but
mm,
I've always felt that Vans are a lot more comfortable in general.
facts, facts.
Yeah, like Converse definitely has the history. Like they've got like a real big lineage. Like people used to play ball in Converses.
Yeah.
Like it's unbelievable.
That's
People
what
used
I'm
to
saying.
ball
Like
in
in my
Converses.
school
Like
time, like literally you'd play football or what like or such in anything. Like you could be in your
yeah,
kickers, like Air Forces, like Converses, like anything goes really. Hold on. I think I have them. Yeah, I do. Praise God. Yeah. So this is what we're looking into.
ah, yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
Oh, so it's like a little military joint.
Yeah,
Like, it's
yeah,
hard still.
yeah,
It's hard with the
yeah.
all white thing. Yeah, no, hard.
Yeah, man.
Nah, man. Yeah, Converse did their thing, man. Yeah. So let's bring this one right up to the modern day. I mean, obviously you just caught the Travises, and you
Yeah.
know that that's probably en route. So praise God for that.
Praise
That's good
God,
stuff.
indeed.
But prior to the Travises, what was your most recent purchase?
Hey, that one I need to even. Okay, boom. So I can't lie, I did a little greedy thing, but like, praise God. So I got three in a row. So I um I got the white cement threes. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Jordan 4 seam foams. Yeah.
Oh God.
And then the Jordan 4 they changed the name Photon Dust slash Craft. Yeah.
Okay.
Got
Okay.
free
So you're just
got free
you're
for free.
just
Yeah. Yeah.
you're just doing the
Yeah.
madness, right?
Yeah, I think the sea foams are right here actually, yeah.
Like,
Like that. Like no, trust
oh,
me. I'm only rich in spirit, man. It's not like that. Yeah,
whatever, you're just on the
yeah, yeah,
madness.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
sea films
yeah.
are actually good. They're
Yeah.
very hard. Like, and it's once again, it's your khaki thing. Like, I get it,
Trust
bro. I
me.
get it. Because the green on that is nice. Like, I like green. I
It's a
like green
light
on
green because
shoes.
I
Like,
remember
yeah,
there was a TikTok video that Bugs made, innit? Like shout out to Bugs.
yeah.
And
Big shout out.
he was talking about the sea foams, innit? But he was saying he would have liked them if the green was a bit darker. But
Yeah,
I
I would have
agreed with
preferred
him
that.
though, because
Yeah,
they kind of
yeah,
give off a little like light green color.
yeah,
Yeah, it's not
yeah,
really
yeah.
khaki. Because when I hear the term sea foam, I kind of think under the sea, like it's giving me kind of like I don't know, a mermaid blue type
Yeah,
of
yeah,
vibe.
yeah, 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 yeah,
So
yeah,
I do
yeah.
find it interesting that they went. And to be honest, I thought the green would have shown a bit more.
Yeah, so subtle. It's
Yeah,
really
it's like
subtle
the
with
military
it.
blacks, just with a hint of lime green. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but like, no, I agree with that in the sense that, like, I feel like the way that they've blocked it out, even though the color is subtle, I feel like the
Mm,
actual shoe was good. I feel like the seafoam was
yeah,
good. I thought the craft was also a good shoe. It's an interesting shoe as
yeah,
well, with the slight differences as well. Yeah, like like, question about your white cements,
yeah.
like. Everything okay with the white cements with your elephant print? Because there was a lot of madness going on with the elephant and
You know
the
what's funny
QC.
about them? They resemble a lot my Jordan Spizikes.
Ah,
That
yeah,
right. I got a pair of Jordan Spizikes that look exactly like the white cement freeze, especially with the whole like elephant kind of print. Mine were perfect. Like they came in prime condition. I was quite surprised at how comfortable they
really.
were. Like, yeah, like they were more comfortable than let's say like any other, let's say Jordan 4 or even my ones. They're more comfier than those. I was quite surprised. Like the colorway is really clean though. Yeah.
Yeah,
Like I could definitely see why everybody was on them for like summer. Just it's just a nice
no,
subtle
it's a cool
touch.
shoe. It's a very cool shoe, man. Apart from like the issues
Yeah.
around like the QC, I think in general, I think the shoe is a
Mm.
good shoe, man. Pretty cool. It's a good shoe.
Yeah, especially just how they reimagined it and they just brought it back and there was like a really big hype on it. One thing I liked about the releases, because I collected my win from Offspring, so they must have gave me like some nice handcrafted bag in it. Um, yeah, and it proper had like the logo and it had the white cement shoe on it. Like, it was really nice. Shout out to the artist that did the artwork on that bag because that was
Ah,
top
no,
top.
that's nice, man. That's nice. There was there. I don't really know about them things there because obviously, man, just like I just get the scraps in it. I just get whatever's left,
No, don't say that. Don't say
whatever's left in
that.
it.
Don't say that.
When
Don't
people are
say
rocking
that. Don't
with
say
like
that, man.
seafoams and reimagines and that, man's just trying to. I'm just trying to live out here, bro. Size 12 life out here.
No, but that's like me. Like, trust me, I don't always like me. Even like my sneaker collection itself, I don't think it's even mad, and I don't think I own like a lot of pairs. But for me, it's just the heart in it of what each pair kind of
I like that.
represents. Because I can always remember that moment in time of like why I wanted this shoe, and like the determination of me getting the shoe.
I
You know what I'm
respect.
saying? Like fun fact, I don't own a pair of Yeezys. I love the shoes, but I'm never lucky enough to get Yeezys.
Really?
Right.
Wow, that sounds.
I'm
You
telling
know
you,
the
fam.
ones that were back in the day. Easy. Kanye
Yeah.
was like slavery was a choice. It seems like that's a choice. It seems like
Nah,
that's a choice.
nah. Trust me. Like my luck is always with Nike, but you see the
Wowza.
Yeezy, it never plans out at all.
Well, that's
At all.
interesting. Nah. Well,
Yeah.
that
The most I've ever maybe won with Yeezys is slides, but never an actual crep. Yeah.
wowza. All right. But you actually like the shoe. You went for the shoe.
I like this shit all the time, man. All the time,
All
man.
right, man.
All the
Well, that
time,
makes
man.
me feel a little bit better. I don't know why.
And I know bad guys. This kid was talking about you, fam.
Oh my god, it makes me feel just a smidge. Just a
Just smidge.
smidge.
Okay.
But nah, that's interesting, man. That's interesting. Like, let's touch on that just for a second, man, because obviously we're not
Yeah.
gonna sort of just go over like everything that's happened because obviously there's nothing like really, really new. But just in general for you, yeah, right?
Mm.
The idea is they've agreed for them to sell
Right.
what is currently in
Mm.
their warehouse.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
by all accounts, there's a lot of 350 V2s still in there, but apparently
Mhm.
there's still some for 350 V1s. There's some
Mhm.
700s in there. Like if that pops off and they start selling like Adidas, because right now Adidas may as well
Yeah.
be dead because nobody's checking for
Yeah.
Adidas, right?
Yeah.
If they bring those back, are you going for those shoes?
Yeah. At least one pair. At least I need a clean black pair. I definitely need them iconic. What do you want to call it? The
Oh, the
750s.
wave runners.
Yeah, wave
The
runners.
ones
Do
there.
you know how much it angers me that I've never been able to get this shoe?
Yeah, this is
And then every time I
necessary.
try, the retail goes up on
Yeah,
it.
it's so
Yeah,
expensive.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
expensive shoe, but yeah, this is a necessary cop.
It's an iconic
Yeah,
colorway,
yeah.
man. Like it just
I
works.
wasn't sold initially. I was late.
Really?
I was late to Yeezy. And the funny thing
What
is,
made you arrive to the
so
party on
okay,
time?
so it is like I was fashionably late. Real talk, I was fashionably late.
Okay.
But like
Mm,
there was a moment in time where like I was focused on other things. I wasn't really clocking what was going on
yeah.
with regards to shoes. So when I came back
Mm,
in, you know what really got to me was I started having like an issue with my foot, right?
yeah.
And I was struggling to find really comfortable kicks. And I've always loved kicks. But then I said, bro,
Mm,
why am I struggling to find, bro, let me just do some research and find out what. And then Adidas had come up with Boost, right? So I was like, okay,
mhm.
Boost is the truth. Like, so, and I started
Mm,
reading up about the technology, started understanding about the comfort and how it
mm,
like gives you energy back when you're walking, how it's like walking on a
mm.
cloud, blah, blah, blah. So I started thinking,
Yeah.
okay, that's hard. Like I'm on that, bro. And then I
Mm,
started looking
mm,
at the silhouettes that they had put Boost in, like the Ultra Boost
mhm.
NMD. So I got a pair of
Yeah.
NMDs and I was like, these are hard.
Yeah.
Got a pair of Ultra Boost. I was like, these are hard, right? But then Kanye started rocking Ultra Boost.
Right.
Kanye started rocking Ultra Boost before he dropped his things. So I was like,
Mhm.
cool. And then he started dropping his things, right? But I was like, for me, I wasn't 100% sold on the on the aesthetic of it. I understood the comfort of it, but just not the aesthetic of it,
Yeah.
right? And I just missed the wave.
Mm,
Right?
mm,
By the time I caught up, it was 350 V2 season, right? So
mhm,
I missed out 350. I'm already at
mhm.
350 V2. So my first kick when I was fully back, first kick that I got was actually the 350 V2 in the utility black. So it's like a matte
Yeah.
black, right?
Yeah.
So that was the first shoe I copped, like fully back in the game,
Mm.
right? And then from there, Yeezy day after Yeezy day, I was just
It
copying.
just kept
I was
coming
just
like it was a
copying.
rotation. Yeah.
I was just copying. But that's basically how I got into the game. Like, because I
Mm.
knew, obviously, him utilizing the boost technology meant that the shoe were going to be super comfortable. When I finally got the
Yeah.
shoe on my foot, Like, especially the 350, because like arguably the 350 is like 350 V2 is like arguably one of the most comfortable shoes you'll ever wear in life. Like, it's just one of those shoes. But because of the way that it dances between athletic and leisure, like it's a stylish kind of shoe that still like doesn't, it's not super done up or whatever. It's just like
Right.
relaxed and cool, and it just fit my aesthetic, it fit my
Yeah.
mood and that. So I was like, nah, this is a shoe that I should have been on. Like, so I just made it. By God's grace, just said, you know, this needs
No,
to
but like
happen.
I think that's a good thing. Like that's a good story because you didn't fall for the hype. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
missed it. I
Like
missed it.
you took time, you thought about it, and then you taking into consideration like, okay, cool, like I'm looking for something more comfort. I don't want to just go for the hype because one man is just coming out with his shoe. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, that's true, man.
Because for
That's true.
me, I remember seeing the clothing wear
Ah,
before like the Creps and everything. So I was a bit like, oh, I don't know, like this is giving me like runway vibes. Like I don't know if I could wear this on a
yeah.
day to day. You know what I'm saying?
You're even being nice. You're saying that it was giving you railroad vibes. It was giving me hobo vibes, G. It's giving me a different vibe mentality. Bruv, you're being nice, bro.
Right.
Like, but the thing is, yeah, that one's with the vision. You got the vision, man. I was just like, I'm just trying to
No,
get
you
there.
do though.
Yeah,
Like
that one.
obviously for me, like it's like obviously fashion and art in it. It's
Oh,
an
real talk.
expression
It's
on
an
it.
expression of art, man. And like them times there, like that was the kind of vibe that sort of like layered, boom, 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 like kind of like battered and
Yeah,
like just like slits and everything and tears and da-da-da.
yeah,
And I was like, right, all right, cool, man. Yeah, man. It's all kind of pretentious to me sometimes, man, because they're making it
yeah.
seem like it's more, but they're charging you so much more for so much less because it's less material
Right.
and all of that. But it's the idea you're trying to pay for.
hmm
You get me? And that sort of elitist side of it, like only a certain number of
Yeah.
people can get this or whatever. So that's the kind of vibe what people are on. But like for me, I'm like, clothes or no clothes, the kicks I could get with. I could get with the story. I could understand
Yeah.
it. You get me? Like, because I'm a story guy. If you give me a good story, it's like with the Lost and Files. If you give me a good story, like, I'm in, bro. I'm in. You just need to put the effort in. And this is where a lot of brands fail because they don't put the effort into building a narrative.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's
That's
important,
what I
man.
feel like, especially when I watched the film Ed. I don't know if you've seen it.
No, I've not seen it yet. How did you
Yeah.
find it?
Oh, I don't want to spoil it, but when
No,
you
I
get
mean,
time in your
I
own
know how it
time,
ends.
don't kill me, man. No, but like it was just such a great like story of just how they came about, to sign with Michael Jordan.
Wait, he
Just seeing
signed.
like, don't do that. Don't do that.
She
Don't
was
do
like,
that.
she was like,
In my head, I said, eh? I was like, was I not just talking about Jordan 4s and 3s? Come on, man. Don't do
that's
that, man.
hilarious. Oh my days,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
but yeah, man. In your own time, man. Just watch it, man.
Nah,
Trust me.
like because I read part of Phil Knight's book Shoe Dog,
Yeah.
and like I heard about his story, and I'm aware of Michael Jordan's story, but like I'll definitely get around to seeing it. It's just one of the things I
Yeah.
just haven't got around to see. But like, I think what you're saying is right, and I think it's important, obviously, for a brand to have a really clear narrative. And it was smart
hmm
of Jordan to get involved and get the people that he got involved with it
hmm
to tell that story, because ultimately, similar to like the Last Dance during the lockdown,
hmm
it's another reason for people that weren't aware of the brand to get involved in the brand,
Yeah.
man. It's just
Facts.
another way, man, and it
Yeah.
makes it again slightly harder for man like Z to go pick up his thing. You get me, like. Every time they do something like that, it just brings more people into the game, man. And I'm
Why
like,
you like this,
no,
man?
I'm not like this, man. I'm a gatekeeper. No, nobody try paint me with that brush. I'm just
I
trying to get
never
some
said
kicks
that.
out here.
I
I'm just
never
trying to
said
get
it.
some kicks out here. I'm just trying to get some kicks.
You
And
can get kicks.
I'm already a size 12, bro. It's me, Bolu, and like however many guys out here.
Ah,
So, we're
that's
struggling out here, bro. The
man's
size runs
man's
don't reach.
man's the 6+6. Ah, that's
There
crazy,
was,
man.
what size are you?
5.5,
You're
5.5.
barely
Still
an
alive.
adult, G. You're
You get
barely an
me? It's
adult, bro. You're
beautiful.
just
Do you
enjoying life.
understand?
You're just
Just
enjoying life.
juniors
So
all
you
the
could get
way.
them juniors, bro.
Yeah, man.
So was your thing a junior that you got?
Which one?
The Travis.
Nah, because it only came in women's sizing, but I don't know if they count it as junior because it literally just said women's sizing. But
Okay.
obviously, Offspring released them from sizes 3 to 7.5.
Like three,
But on
three
the
like three
sneakers
for
app,
something.
they did the shock because they released them from 2.5 to
Yeah,
9.5.
this is
Yeah,
it. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That's
Wait,
interesting,
I just
man.
clocked. Why was you entering?
I knew she was gonna
Hey, big
ask me
man, what
that.
are you doing, fam? She's people like you! They're really nothing, you know. Man's a big 12. I'm sorry. The buff ain't nothing. I had to take off my
Wait, wait,
glasses
wait,
one
wait,
time,
wait,
man. Nah, come on, man. Don't do that.
wait,
Don't
wait,
do that,
wait,
fam.
wait, 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 wait.
Don't do that, fam. What? Come on, man.
Wait. What? So I ain't got family in my life, bro.
I
Well,
bet you
I
changed your
can't.
bio, innit? You know that one, you change the size quick in your bio, innit?
Bro, when I told you, yeah, oh my days, yeah, all right, I'm gonna be real, yeah. I knew what I was trying to do. You get me?
Yeah.
I know what I
Oh,
was
you
trying
know
to
what he's
do. I
trying
was trying to
to
pattern
do.
my thing. I
You
was trying
know
to
what he's
pattern
trying
my
to
thing
do.
and get 1, 2 of them and try and go and get a fragment. I'm gonna be real. You get me?
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
keep it
you
in the
know what you
family. No,
wanted
I'll
to do,
keep it in
fam.
the family, but it's not my fault
I hear
that
it.
they decided to make the last ever Travis Scott Jordan 1 a woman's only, bro. I gotta get
No,
involved.
but I think it made perfect sense because you might have had all the colorways. They ain't never dropped in a women's sizing. Just and like it's showing love to the females.
Yeah, I ain't never
Even the
gonna.
man them, shout out to the man them with the small feet, man. Man them with the small feet had a
Them
chance. You
small feet
understand?
kings. I ain't never.
You know the ones, you know the ones, the short kings are gonna be stepping out in the town. You know they're not rated for their height, but then the girl them will look at their feet like,
No,
oh my, this
no. Do
Travis,
your
yeah,
thing.
ah,
Do
cool,
your
cool,
thing.
cool.
Do your
Do your
thing. No,
thing.
I'm not hating on nobody, bro. I was just trying to. I was just
No,
trying
no,
to
I
pattern
know, I
my thing
know.
in it, but like respect,
I don't blame you.
respect
I
to
don't blame
everybody
you.
that picked up, man. Do your thing, man. Enjoy your
I
life,
don't
man.
blame you. Because I'll be honest, the other colorways I tried to enter these times, I'm not a damn size 6, but you know, one
You
can
get me?
dream in
Just
it.
pull it out and just see what I want. And the thing is, it will get to the right person's hands eventually. I'm just a realist, man.
Yeah,
Because even how I got into kicks in
yeah.
the first place, like when I was talking to my missus, I was like, baby, like I'm trying to get into these
Mm,
kicks. And she's like, nah, but they're like super expensive. And we're trying to do things in
mm,
life. And I'm like, true, let me pattern this properly for you because I'm a businessman, man. I think differently.
mm,
So I said, you know what, yeah? I
mm,
will go for the
mm,
ones that are making the real money, and then don't. I'm not
mm,
gonna hold on to everything because, like I said earlier, bro, it's not
mm-hmm.
everything's for me. There are gonna be some that are gonna bang, and
Nah,
there are gonna be
facts.
some that are not just gonna vibe with me. So I'm not gonna force it.
Yeah.
I'm not a hype beast. I'm not gonna
Mm.
force it. Like if I get an off white and it don't go with me, I'm gonna put it out there,
It's
bro.
just,
It is
it
what
is
it
what it
is.
is.
You get
Yeah,
me?
it's just, it is what
So
it
I
is.
did. I got the off white. I got the off white Jordan 5s in the sale, right?
Okay.
Right, so that's
Ooh.
a cool shoe. It's not a crazy out there, but it's a cool
Yeah,
shoe.
yeah.
I could have held on to that and just been like, okay, and I've got it in my size.
Mm,
I could have held on to that and just been like, boy, it's an off white man.
mm,
But I was like, you know what, man, I'm gonna stay true to the game. I was saying long term vision. Man, let me put that back into the
mm,
into the mix and let me recycle that thing
mm.
and then pick up a wave runner or pick up like I'm saying a big bubble or pick up something else that I know that I really want to
No,
wear.
but what I like about how you do it though is it's not like you're just trying to like swap the crep for like money in
Yeah,
it.
nah,
Like there's heart
nah.
into it because you genuinely invest it into a different crep
Yeah.
that you want, and there's nothing wrong
No,
with
no,
that.
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm trying to just be real out here, and I think a lot of people out here, like in the culture, have different
Mm,
have a different attitude to how that works in terms of resellers. I personally, I acknowledge the fact that resellers in the game. I wouldn't even class myself. Do you know what? Yeah, I'm a reseller. I resell shoes, but there are resellers and there are
mm.
resellers, bro. Like that. I don't bought yet. Right, I'm saying like maybe like after a while I might have to because I'm struggling out here. But like I don't do
Oh
the
my
ones there.
days.
I don't have like them places where I'm just shotting shoes. It's just
Yeah,
once in a
yeah,
while I'm
yeah,
picking up and
yeah.
I'm like
It's just once
and
in a
I'm
while.
shifting it
Yeah,
on to try and get something else. And so it's all within the sort of same family.
yeah.
But like, yeah, there's some people out here, man, just with a complete operation out here, man, just like
Oh yeah, yeah.
pumping.
I know Donnies that are on it. When I say on it, like it's mad. Like you know the ones they be calling you up. They're like, yo, the thingy in your workplace has this. Go pick them up. I'm like, hey, you man need to relax, bro. You man need to relax, bro. Don't get me wrong. Like I hear it, but it's like, come on, guys.
Alright,
You know.
alright. Now talk to me, man. What is in your current collection? What's your rarest pair of shoes?
Ooh, okay. My rarest, yeah. I got two actually. Oh, I want to see if I can find it quick time just to show you. Hold on, let me just see. Let me just see. Orange. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. So one of them, and I don't know no one else that has these apart from Ola. Shout out to Ola. The Dunk Low Oceans.
Very interesting. So I've never seen anyone wear those shoes. So you're right. It's a very
Right?
rare shoe.
Right?
Like I remember when it came out, and I think that was a
Yeah.
woman's only as
Yeah.
well when it came out.
It was women's only. The detail.
That's an interesting
Like even
shoe.
I have them. Yeah, I've never worn them before.
Really?
Because they're like, yeah, just been waiting for the right time, or you know, like you want the weather to be a bit
that's
nice.
a summer crep all day. I like that shoe.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
a super hard
And
shoe.
for me, what drew me was like the detailing, because it looks like it's actual kind of like seaweed or like yeah,
Yeah, I would say it's
you know what
quite
I'm
textured
saying?
and stuff. Like it's a very cool shoe. I actually
Yeah,
think did I end up getting those shoes? I think I tried to get those shoes, man, but they're definitely they're a nice shoe, man, and that's a nice green as
yeah,
well. Like
man.
you want to talk about
Yeah,
green, like it's a nice
it's a nice
green.
teal.
Yeah, it's a nice
Um,
teals. Yeah, proper. Yeah, it's a nice teal, man. That sort
it's a
of
30 color, man.
yeah, it's a very cool one. Very cool colorway, man. Yeah. What's that other one?
The other one, I mean, I know certain man got it. Not everybody got it, but for me is you know, the off white when they did the lot 1 to 50.
Okay.
Yeah, so I got number 23.
Oh, wow, I got
Um,
22.
yeah. So you already know, because I remember like I know certain man that didn't even get low numbers at all. And I fully remember it because it might not be like a big shoe to some people, but I'll just never forget. Like I was on my way to work. Imagine I'm on the underground, but I'm on the Jubilee line. So praise God, there's Wi-Fi working in it, right? And then I get a notification from sneakers say EA exclusive access.
EA.
Boom, and I panicked. Listen, when I tell you, I got off the next stop. I didn't even know where I was at this point. Like
I
I
love
wasn't
it.
even
I
thinking of
love it.
work, brother. Got off, and then I just boom, got the shoe. I didn't even think about it for a second.
Yeah.
Trust me.
I love that. I remember it very well, man. Like
When it dropped in it,
back in
yeah.
those days when certain man got EA, bro. It's a long time since then. But
Yeah.
like that EA to me, yeah, that was like that even at that time it was a long time coming because I know I'd have taken a number of L's prior to that. And I
Yeah.
felt like they used the 50 to really say sorry to a lot of man, just like bring a lot of
Yeah,
man
and
in, like,
what I kind of liked was it was odd because you didn't know what color you was gonna
yeah,
get,
until they turned up. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because I liked more of the brighter colors, so like the neon greens and you know just the crazy colors. Like I know a lot of people were hyped on the 1 or the 50, but
Yeah.
I wasn't even on that. I was just like, oh, I want something unique.
Yeah, I know somebody
And
that
then
got a 50.
I
Yeah.
know someone that got a 1.
But and for me, yeah,
Yeah.
that one was the hardest one. And then the 50, a lot of people
Yeah.
like the 50 because it's black or whatever. But like, I thought the
Yeah.
one was
But the
super
person I
hard.
know, they shot it though, got a good price for it. But
Yeah, I think
yeah.
that was the best one to be fair. But like the 22 was okay. I shot it, man. It was one of the ones where it just wasn't
Yeah, it was
really.
kind of like, okay, cool. Do you know what? I'm grateful I got the shoe.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Do you think it's because like are watching my podcast and they're hearing me saying how often I get these kicks and then I'm shutting them and they're like, "Bud, this guy, bro, because you don't run bro. Look at my thing. I'm wearing your shoes,
Nah.
bro.
That's like me. Like if I
I'm
rotate it,
wearing
like I'm wearing you lot
like
shoes.
I'm
Red,
wearing
red,
your
red, red,
shoes,
red.
bro. Like I'm wearing your
Blood.
shoes like that.
Trust
Like
me.
I'm wearing your shoes. I won those medium curries back in the day. This was in lockdown as well.
Oh yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, I
I
won the
remember them. Come
medium
show
curries,
you.
bro. Like I won the
Yeah.
medium curries. Like these. This is a lockdown exclusive. Like this is to me, yeah. This is one of the lockdown specials, like premium. Like one of the
I
first
got
ones. I was like, yeah, I
yeah.
rock these shoes, man.
My lockdown special was an EA on the Jordan 1 University Blues.
University, yes, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They dropped hard as well. They dropped hard as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that lockdown, man. That was an interesting time because that was when I started shutting. That was when I started like getting kicks, like keeping a
Yeah.
spreadsheet, like and that whole process and stuff. Like, and that was a good time, man. That was a good time.
Yeah, man.
At that time, I was like, oh, I'd copped so many dunks, bro. I'd copped so many dunks.
Yeah. But you
Like,
know,
so
with
I
me
just
with
like,
dunks, yeah,
yeah, go on.
I like different colorways. So even if it's, let's say it's not an SB, it's not an exclusive, I like stuff that are just different, innit?
Yeah.
So recent pickup, because I couldn't get the Brazils, innit? So then I just waited for the reverse Brazils, you see it?
So I got the Brazils. I remember shutting the Brazils.
Right.
But the reverse Brazils are calm as well.
Yeah. But this is, I want to say, a top tip for everybody, you know, that shops at Nike. I don't think I get in trouble for saying this, but like, obviously there's a difference between when you shop on the app and you shop on the web browser, innit? So when you shop on the app, you got to pay instantly. If you shop on web browser, it lets you Klarna any crep. Any crep. Yeah.
Klarnizzle.
Yeah.
Them 3 equal payments, yeah? Interest free.
Yeah.
Spread out
pay
your
after
stuff.
30 days. Yeah.
That's
But they don't offer that option on the app.
No,
But
I've never seen that on that. I mean,
right.
yeah, everybody does things differently, but yeah, no, I hear that. If that's something that'd be good for some people, man. Yeah, bring that in,
like if you can't afford it at once and you can only just do a split payment, you know what I'm saying?
Because it's interest free, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's a smart move.
Let's say quick time, there's a summer barbecue you need to go to and you need some white airs on the like, you know what I'm saying? You just boom.
No, that's super hard. That's super hard.
Yeah.
No, I like that. All right, so that's those. I mean, I'm feeling your answers. Like, tell me, yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Your most expensivest crap.
Like I said, the most I've ever spent is 200 in it, and funny enough, it was the blank canvases that I wore to the Crepe Collection Club.
Yeah. Blank canvas is a hard shoe, man. That's a super hard shoe. Jordan 4, blank canvas. It's a good shoe. It's a good shoe, man. Yeah. 200, you know. That's a solid whack still. But like, yeah, are you still happy with that?
Yeah, very happy. Like, I can't lie, it kind of killed me a little bit, but I guess for me it was like, do you know what? This is the retail on it. I'm not paying resale. They're Jordan 4s. They're like an exclusive pair. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, you know what? I'm happy with that. And what I kind of like is they resemble kind of like the off-white ones. So it's like, this is my dupe. This is my dupe to the shoe that I never got. Yeah.
And this is like another thing that I love about like I actually love this. Like, people think I'm joking, but I do love this. Like, when they cat their own kicks, like their collabs. Yeah, when they cat their own collabs, I love it, bro. Like what they did with Travis and the Dark Mocha, man. I'm on that, bro. I like that stuff.
Right.
I call it. You know what I'm saying?
Because that's like me. Like, I couldn't get those ones, so I got the handcrafted in it. So I kind of like the color wave on it. A lot of people didn't like it, but you know what I'm saying? Because it's got the touch of the mocha.
This is got
right.
Like, they do their own thing, and I like when they do that because it just means like, oh, if you weren't able to get the quote unquote original version, there's an opportunity again for you to.
Here's another opportunity.
Yeah.
You don't have to have the actual thing. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's still Nike. It's not
it's
like
still. It's all legit. It's all real. It's all good. You get me?
Okay. I got a question for you.
Talk to me.
How do you feel about DH Gate?
Wowza. That's so funny to me, you know. Do you know how I found out about DH Gate, yeah? I had a video on YouTube, that it was like it was actually a Yeezy on feet video. I think it was like a Yeezy 380 or a Yeezy, I can't remember what it was. Like, but basically somebody on there was like, that's DH Gate. Like, saying that, and I was like, DH Gate?
What's this? Like, what?
What's that? And then people started commenting underneath, saying, like, yeah, it's fake, it's fake, it's fake. A lot of people were saying the shoes are fake.
Yeah.
And just in general, yeah, if you post content on Kicks, people are
Yeah.
number one thing they're gonna say is the shoes are fake.
The shoes are fake, or like, yeah,
It's the
it makes
most
sense. It
basic
makes
thing
sense.
that
It makes
anyone's
sense.
gonna say. Everyone always says the shoes are fake. So when I started getting the content, because at first I didn't understand it, and then when I started getting the understanding the context through other people's comments, I was like, what is this, some website that you could go to just get fake stuff? So then I looked into it, and I was like, fam, it's not even just Kicks, you can get anything there, right?
Anything and everything.
So my thing is, like, I'm trying to understand, like, how is this possible?
No, because so what is apparently the manufacturers or the factories, yeah, are the same as where designer like stuff comes from.
Okay.
But let's say it's the stuff like that maybe didn't make the mark, like, you know, the ones that's got maybe a few like errors on it.
It's like a B grade.
Yeah. So then they sell it off to all these other places. And then, like, you know, DHgate being like a main vendor for them.
DHgate seems to be like the most popular one. Like, because I saw some stuff even on TikTok where some people were getting like Apple products from DHgate, and I'm like,
yeah, that one's a stretch. That one's a stretch.
That's wild.
It's crazy.
Super wild. I know it's expensive because I know,
yeah,
like Apple products are super inflated in price.
Yeah,
but like the issue that I've got with DHgate and like unauthorized reps and reps in general, is that like if you're getting a rep of a super hype shoe, right? Unless you've got other things to go with it, isn't it just bait that you're wearing a rep? Like, let me give you an example. Yeah, if you rep a Travis like a Jordan 1 higher, if you rep that, right, but you don't have the pedigree, you don't have other kicks that are on that same level. You don't wear the clothes that are on that level. Are people gonna just look at you and say, bro, you don't even have a cop story, like you didn't say when you copped it, like, so it's clear. Because if I copped a Jordan 1 Travis, bro, a lot of people around me are going to hear that story just because of the excitement and the exuberance of me copying that shoe. Right? You haven't told anybody anything, bro. It smells, it reeks of fakery, bro. So that's my thing, where it's like, oh, if it's not consistent with your thing, then it kind of makes people question it straight away. Or at least the people around you. I suppose anybody on the random or on the road, like, really
that's how I see it, because it's kind of like, obviously it's not like shade or anything, but it's like if you're head to toe in Primark and then one day you're just wearing some Balenciaga runners, it like the math ain't mathing, like
it's not connecting, bro. Like I'm saying, like it's just not making sense. And the thing is, for me, right, and this is what I used to say back in the day, like with fakes in general, like it's not about when you look at a person that's head to toe in like designer, right. For me, it's not about the bags. It's not about the big items. It's about those little things. Because the people that are really about that life, they've got like the design. They've got designer socks. They've got designer. They've got a little designer thing that it's like, oh, so like, because you know, if you're that kind of person, I'm not gonna say a fake person, but you know what I'm saying, you're a person that wears fakes. You're gonna go for the bigger things first.
Facts.
Because you want to make impact. Because the psyche of a person that wears fakes is somebody that wants to present as something they're basically not, right?
Yeah,
in a way, right? And maybe that's just my perception.
Do you know what?
Like,
I feel like, obviously, what you literally just said is 100%. Like, I feel like it's social media though. It plays a big part. You understand? Like, I feel like the influence of it, you know, it puts pressure on people.
Huge.
Yeah, huge. I feel like if you don't know yourself, you will lose yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because there's like two different types of people. There's the ones that they can see maybe someone post, they could be head to toe in designer gear, and they're like, oh my days, like I need to be like this person, you know, I need to get this because they're wearing this. And then on the other hand, you have the other person that will just scroll on, continue on with their day, don't even faze them.
And there's another person as well, the other one that will just mock that
Yeah,
and troll. You get me?
yeah,
There's the troll in it. The
yeah.
one that will just jump on and start telling you about your life.
Right, right.
Unsolicited critiques.
Yeah.
Just, just trying to
They start
shame you
telling you
for
it's
your ankles.
wrong what you're doing and that, for the money you have. Like, it's crazy.
It's nuts, man. But it's interesting, Like, and this is something obviously we can talk about as well in terms of like social media in general. Like I know obviously you're a content creator, you do like sneaker content, you get about you like your personality and stuff. Like in terms of like your journey in content creating, how have you found it? Like, what's been some like lessons that you've learned, and like how's your perception of the culture changed since you started doing content?
I would say it's 50-50. Do you know what? Like, what I love is like how you could make something and you might not think it might have much of an impact on people, but people are watching you. Like, even if they're not physically like saying it, they are watching you.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? They're showing kind of like love from behind the scenes. And for me, I guess that's like kind of, yeah, I would say, yeah, I'm new to the content creating because like before I didn't really used to post pictures much. Like I've always like loved the whole sneaker culture, but I never used to like actively post about it, like make my face known. But I love like the community in a sense of how it brings everybody together. Do you know what I mean? Like, fair enough, we all come from different walks of life, but we all have this one thing in common, and that's the sneaker culture. That's that's the love of it, whether it be like the brand itself or like just the fashion in it in itself, because it is a part of fashion culture in itself. But I do feel like sometimes you can get your down days, but it's important not to get disheartened, innit? Like you have to understand that everybody's different. So like, how can I put it? Maybe your favorite content creator isn't the most friendliest person in it, but you shouldn't let that discourage you. In a sense, like don't watch what they do. Only watch what you do. You understand? Because it's only you and a man above that know that. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Like you can't watch somebody and think, oh, but like they got followers and this. So you just have to keep pushing, and that's something I always have to tell myself.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? Because I feel like it's easy to kind of like procrastinate, or sometimes you just feel like, oh, but I don't feel like mine would have an impact, or like because I'm like a nobody in a sense. But it's like if you know it's something you love, you shouldn't feel discredited by what anyone says or how they're doing their stuff.
No,
You know what I'm saying? And it's like it has its benefits and it's a real impact because I mean look at it today. Look how we met.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Real talk,
And imagine if I didn't pick up that DM, shout out to CCC Crep Collection Club.
Yeah, 100.
We would not be here today. You know what I'm saying?
No, I respect that, man, and I think what you're saying is absolutely true, man. People's perception of people on social media can be a little bit distorted sometimes, and I think what we have to remember, like we have to try and build some context into this. Like there are so many people on social media. Not everybody is an influencer. Not everybody has the same impact as other people. You get me? But like you said, like in your world, in your realm, with your tribe, you can make an impact. You can do something. So if you want to make this part of your life, if you want to create content, like there's no reason for you not to. If you want to, if you really want to, but like don't look at like the biggest people in the culture and think to yourself, oh, if I'm not like them, I'm not doing anything. No, you're doing something, man. You know what I'm saying?
You're
But
doing
because
something.
it takes steps to get to wherever you want to get to. Like, and if you ask those people that are the biggest in the game in the UK or in the US or in the world, like none of them will happen overnight. They all put certain pieces of work into it, and they got their results out of it, man. None of this is really easy in terms of like. Building a followership, building people, building subscribers. None of it's easy. I was saying the only bit of it that you really have control over is yourself and your content and what you do. You get me? The rest of it is really in God's hands. The rest of it is in the hands of other people. All you could do is continue to put out good stuff, continue to be positive, continue to support others. Because that's another thing. Like what you're saying, we collaborated on a project with Creps Collection Club. Now we're collaborating
Yeah.
again. We're coming together.
Exactly.
It's like if
Yeah.
I was saying to myself that day, yeah, oh, Angelina's talking she's a bit too slick. She a bit too slick, man. She a bit too funny, man. She a bit too this. I don't want to bring her onto my thing because she's gonna make me look somehow. No. Come on now. That's the opposite. Because my thinking is, how this girl, she's like articulate, she's smart, she's funny, blah, 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 blah. Like I'm saying, come out with me. Bro, I need to get her on my team, bro, because I want her to bring all her people. I want her to bring all her people. You get me? Like, and mix them with my people. And then the thing is, that collaboration like takes everybody up. It accelerates the thing. That's the reason why I do this thing. That's the reason why I love doing this podcast, because it gets me the opportunity to speak to people like you that are out here doing the thing, bro. I love it, man. I love it.
Yeah,
I want to continue to support one another, because like there are people out here doing podcasts and people out here doing content, doing photos, doing videos.
That's what I'm saying,
bro. We can all help one another because there's space, bro. There's space. No one knows.
And the thing is, it's the simplest things. Whether it's to collab, repost, like, comment, share. Just one button. That's all it takes. You understand?
I love that.
And it's no shade. It's like the same way like people are quick to post their favorite rapper, their favorite this. Why can't you do the same for your family and your friends?
I respect it. That's my whole thing. People, if anyone looks at my Instagram, like my Instagram ain't popping like Angelina's Instagram. Her Instagram's popping like my Instagram's okay or whatever. Like go for post or like follow that still, but I follow hers as well. Like, but like the majority of the things that I post or the things that I post on my stories are people that I follow their things. You get me? Because I'm trying to encourage them. I'm trying to say, you know what, this is hard.
Yeah.
You need to keep this going, man. Because a lot of people do that to me, you know. In fact, you know, let me shout out some names, you know, of some people that like unsolicited. Like they just repost my stuff. Like Sneaker Adjusty reposts my thing, like ACS Sneakers, Patrick T.
Listen.
Like these man repost my stuff unsolicitedly. Like and I'm like,
big up Sneaker Sisterhood.
Yeah,
big up the Soul Style, Soul Women, the Soul Supplier.
Soul Suppliers are there. Big George in the
up.
Yeah, man.
Listen,
reposting your things, and I'm like, come on, man, that's lovely, man.
Because when I see it, I'm like, oh my days, like I'm a nobody.
Yeah,
like
that's lovely.
And you man are reposting me, like. You don't know how much it means to me. Do you understand?
No, it's good, man. It's good, and that's the part of the culture that I love, man. That camaraderie, man. That family element of it, man. Building it up together and getting up. Because I feel like I said earlier, man. There's space for everybody, man. There's space for everybody.
Facts.
Do you know what I want to ask you? Yeah, it's a random question.
Go ahead.
Right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Right, and we're gonna. There's another thing I want to ask you about the EST thing, but. Your house is on fire and you're running out. You can only take one with you. What are you taking, bro?
I've always thought about this question,
House is on fire. Flames.
And I'm not going to lie to you. I'm going to dash out as much pairs out the window as I can. I'm not even going to think, what's the one that can't be? I'm just going to dash out. You see the ones that I know I can't replace? They're getting dashed out first hand.
That means they're gonna die trying to save your kicks.
Because the clothes and that is calm. You see the kick? Dashing. If I have to, I'll even build a tower of a block so that the fire is not even coming near me.
Try to barricade it.
Yeah, man.
Oh man.
I just I can't lie. Or I'm taking all my Jordan 4s.
Yeah, I know you're
all my Jordan 4s.
I know you're taking
all my Jordan 4s.
Them Jordan 4s are close to your heart still.
They really are.
Another question I wanted to ask you, like in terms of your,
go ahead.
Like say you're just running out the house, you're just running out.
Yeah.
You haven't built a fit. This isn't a thing of like you're going to meet somebody. You're literally
I know this. I know this question.
Boom, right?
I know this
What is that
boy.
shoe? Talk to me about that shoe.
You already know what I'm gonna say. They know what I'm gonna say. Everybody that was at Crep Collection Club
Come
that
on,
day
bring them
knows
out,
what
bring
I'm
them
gonna
out.
say.
Bring them out, bring
Everyone
them
knows
out,
what
bring
I'm
them out,
gonna
bring them
say.
out.
Come on,
With the
come
eyes,
on,
with the
come on.
eyes,
You know,
with the eyes,
Is the shoe
with
bin right
the
here? The shoes
they're
here.
called
What they called? What
Pizanders,
they
bro.
called? What they called? Pandas. Pandas. I'm even dashing them. Why? Because they're replaceable. Pandas to the world
I
and
respect.
back.
I
And I don't
respect
want
it.
to
I
hear it.
respect it.
Because if you know me, anyone will tell you, oh yeah. Like even this is a funny story, yeah. Don't think one time recently I was around Clapham Junction, yeah, and some brother must have stopped me as I crossed the road. Don't think it's my ex. And I'm like, how did you recognize me? He goes, Angie, man, your shoes, you're wearing camo pants and you're wearing pandas. I said,
They
ah!
know me.
I said, ah! I said, you know me, wow. That's when I knew,
Oh man, it's
yeah.
true, man. Them pandas get drawn for regularly.
Yeah, listen, I don't even think about it. I wear them to work. I wear them to go
Regular.
shop. I wear them when I need to buy hair. I wear them all the
Nah,
time. You understand? Pandas
pandas
to
to the
the
world
world
and back.
and back.
I'm there for you,
You
man.
understand? When people say that they don't hold weight. Like I remember even seeing like all them man, like all Bugs and that, they were just dissing it. No, Bugs'
This is
TikToks
funny,
makes me
man.
laugh because
He's the
you know
bro. He's the
he's
panda
always
king,
it's just
bro. Like
right,
he
right.
hates it, but he's
He's
the
the
panda
panda
king,
king.
bro. He is the
Hates
one
it
hooking people up with pandas left, right, and center.
with
Like you ask him about pandas,
pandas.
he's like,
With
"Oh, I hate pandas. I hate
pandas.
pandas. I hate pandas."
Me, they bring the world together. Do you know how many people I
Yeah,
put on pandas? Because when they can't get them, and I'm like, you know what? Let me shout out my plug one to you. I'm gonna get you a pair. What's your size? Simple as that.
real talk.
You understand? Uh, they're just that shoe, man. I know people say, oh, they're just. I'm like, trust me, they're the shoe that if you don't want to touch your holy grails, literally, you'll go to. You don't
And
even
the
think
thing
about
that
it.
I like about them is like they don't require any thought in terms of what you're wearing. They don't. It's not necessary.
Yes.
Like
Yes.
I've got a little girl. She's like a couple of years old. Like yeah,
Oh,
yeah. No, thank
bless.
God for her. Like she's a very good girl. She's got a lovely personality. But one of the things that
Oh.
you realize that when you've got like little kids here, right, is obviously like they're
Mm.
gonna go to nursery. She's got so many clothes, right,
Yes.
and one of the
Yeah.
things
Yeah.
that I was like, because my wife buys all her clothes, but she was like, "Oh, when it comes to the
Yeah.
kicks, you figure out the kicks that you want her to wear." And I was like, straight
Right.
away, I'm drawing
Right.
for the pandas. Like I'm straight away,
No.
without
Without
question,
question.
because I
Without
know
question.
any day of the week, regardless of what color top she's wearing or color bottom
Mm-hmm.
she's wearing, you can draw for them pandas.
It's just
You
gonna
get
go
it's gonna
with
go with
the fit.
everything.
It can go
You get
with
me?
the fit.
It's nice. It's just
Like
so easy, so simple, so clean.
it's just a
You get me?
clean
So
shoe.
people should
Easy.
really put a little bit more respect on the panda's name because ultimately, yeah, I
Yeah.
know the materials ain't really what you want it to be. I know you wish that they were more, but the
Right.
thing is, would you be able to wear the shoe the way that you wear the shoe now if the materials were super, super premium? Like if they were the top of the top of the top of the top, we
Do you
want them
know
to be the
what?
top, but the fact that they're not means that you can just throw them on and just get another pair.
You can, but it would depend on how much they would be getting like restocked.
Bro,
Do you
it's every other
understand?
month at
Like,
this point.
but that's what I'm saying. But then if they started restocking them with the Supreme
It's a
materials,
different thing.
then we're
Yeah, it's a
talking,
different. But
you
I think the
know?
price point would be different at that point as well. Yeah,
Yeah.
but
But I do feel like they hold serious weight,
no,
honest to
no, and
God.
I agree.
Like, I feel like it's this, it's kind of like this generation's Air Force One, white Air
It
Force
absolutely
Ones.
is.
I
It
honestly believe that.
absolutely is. It absolutely is. Like it is that. Like I mean, we asked the question: is it a modern day classic during that shoot? Right. That was a question that we
Yes.
asked, and like a lot of people were on the vibe of, well, it's not a classic because of the materials. It's not a classic because it's like why is it a classic just because it's so available? And I was of the opinion that from the fact that it's popular, like to the point
Yeah.
where grandmas are rocking it, babies are rocking it.
Right. Because it's the same way. It's the same way. Ask yourself this year. Cool. We all know the McDonald's saver menu. Yeah. They change the ingredients every year. We only God knows what's in a burger. I like a 99p cheeseburgers iconic.
Bro, it's there. It's
It's
always
always
there.
there.
It's never gonna go anywhere. It's there.
It's never gonna go. It's always
If
there.
they took it off the menu,
You know what you're getting.
don't you think people will be upset? Don't you think TikTok will be going mad? Twitter will be going nuts. Like there'll be a meltdown. Certain members will have a meltdown. It's the same with the panda. If they took pandas off the menu,
and they said like a last release said this is the last pandas ever being released. Do you know how many man would be stacking their pandas?
This is it. So all I'm saying is like if you find something that you like, a colorway that works for you, bro, just enjoy your shoes.
Just enjoy the shoe. Just enjoy the shoe. Because for me, I feel like shoes, they say a lot about a person, innit? Like, I always look at a person's shoe to head, not head to toe, innit? And I have a theory that the way a man treats his shoes, the way he treats his woman. Trust me. You understand? Yeah. And if I go into a deeper context, I'll give you some examples. Let's say, for example, boom. You know, you have the flashy guys that they're into their designer Creps. They want the exclusive. You know, they want the premium thing. But they know back home is always that one pair they always go back to. You understand? Irreplaceable. Right. And then you've got the man them that are quick to switch shoes. You know the ones always switching gals.
Like shifting shadows.
Yeah. And then you have the ones that have a certain type. You know, certain man. You know there's certain man that only, let's say, they only wear TNs. They only wear Air Forces.
You're doing it.
They only wear Jordans.
You're doing it.
You understand where I'm coming from? Right.
Oh, that's super high. I like that. Do you know what? Let's go along that line, because obviously you're a female, right? You're out there, bro.
Right.
Do you have any sneaker related icks, especially for the opposite sex?
I can't lie, I wouldn't say it's like an ick here, but it's more like it's not me being judgmental or superficial, innit? But I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna look at your shoes before I look at your face, and it tells me everything I need to know. And if I see your shoes in a certain condition, I can't take you serious in life, because you took a big step to leave your house like that, knowing the condition of your shoe. Like, it's all right when we was young and that, but you see at this big age, come on, bro. Come on, man.
So let's try and put it into context. If a man steps to you, right? Does the brand of the shoe tell a story? So if a man steps to you wearing New Balance versus wearing Nike, what does that say to you?
You know what? Beforehand, I would have swerved because I don't wear New Balances myself. But I'm not gonna lie. Listen, shout out to whoever's the new design director of New Balance, because the way you've rebranded them.
They're doing their thing.
If I was wearing a hat, I'd take my hat off. Hats off.
Man. They're doing their thing. They're doing their
but now in this day and age, if I saw a guy wear New Balances, I'm not gonna lie, I would be like, you know what? I respect it. Like, I respect it. Like, do you understand? Like, I'm gonna look at it and think, you know what? It's not like a lot of guys out here that are brave enough to take that step. You know, a lot of guys are just see about a Nike wave, Yeezy wave. What? You're out here, we're rocking the New Balances. Okay, so that means you're kind of showing me an interest of like, maybe you're in the sneaker culture, but you might not be. But what's gonna intrigue me is like, okay, what made you go for that shoe?
Yeah,
because it's not a shoe that everybody goes for.
But it's intriguing.
Right.
It's interesting, right? Okay.
Yeah.
Talk to me. If a guy came up to you, and he was wearing like he was wearing Umbro AstroTurf. What are you saying?
Bro, it's a Boombaye. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I'll be splitting a ticket to Ghana. Like, what one? It's a Boombaye, fam. It's not even a rebuke, fam. It's delete. Like, I'm gonna act like I didn't see you. Like, you wasn't wearing those shoes.
What are you doing here?
And then I'm gonna take you for counselling, because I'm gonna ask yourself, do you love yourself? Do you respect yourself?
Oh, the Astro Turfs, man. No, I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't lie. I doubt many people are still rocking Astro Turfs on road in 2023, bro. But like, yeah, back in the day, these things happen, bro. So you have to be real about that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, these things
Yeah.
happen, bro. These things happen, man. No, that's understandable. No, one thing that because I had like a list. Hold tight. Let me see if I can find the list. And
Yeah, go on.
I've got a list of, I wrote down a few little things that I was like, I don't like when people do these things. Pet peeves.
Okay, go on.
Let's see if I can, see, I've got my list there. So, one shoe that I can't, I just can't stomach it, yeah. Like, is, I don't know if you know them, the Fila Disruptor.
I know exactly the shoe you're talking about, and it's got like the high. Oh.
Bro, when I see that, bro, turn my stomach, bro. Like, don't touch me.
The shoes give you know what the shoes remind me of? They remind me of the cheeky girls.
100%, they're cheeky girl shoes. Like when you
Yeah,
like,
we are the cheeky girls. We are the cheeky. Like
100%.
no,
Nah, you see that cheeky girl figure, right? Don't
yeah.
come near me with that energy. Don't come near me with that energy. And this isn't, fam, I don't want people to think that I'm
But
like some bad guy.
no.
No, I
But
just
the gag is though, if the person kicked you, you would feel it.
you'd feel it for the next 2 weeks. Like it's not necessary, bro. So yeah, feeling disruptors. Nah, man, I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Oh, mine is the another one of mine is it's got to be Adidas Fluxes or the new wear Google. You know the one I'm talking about, man. The one that look like fake Yeezys. Like they
Oh
wanna
my
they wanna
days.
they wanna be Yeezy so bad.
Yeah, the what's his name? Those Adidas fluxes, man. The funny thing is, yeah, some people hold them in a real high regard because there was a moment that they had a moment. It's no
They
joke.
had a hype.
They
Yeah,
definitely had
they
a
did have a
moment,
hype.
right? But the interesting thing about fluxes, right, is that like they were a flash. As soon as they came, there was a moment, and then all of a sudden they just became an uncle shoe. Like in my mind, I don't know how it happened. Like so
Yeah.
quickly, like
That's how I feel about with like Air Max 90s because those were a solid
really.
favorite of mine, right? And I used to have like the maddest colorways, and then I saw it one day, like I just see hella uncles wearing it, and it became a shoe like not much people really wore as much.
Hold
Like people would show more love to like the 95s, 97s. They started kind of dismissing the 90s. Like me, I've always been a 90s guy.
Last week, I wanted to ask you in the section of EST, yeah, right?
Yeah.
Your most comfortable shoe.
Oh, my most comfortable shoe.
Yeah.
I gotta think about this. I got a. You know what? Yeah, it's gotta be literally like any of my Air Max 90s.
Mm.
Yeah,
The uncle
like
things.
yeah, because I could go all day in them and they don't hurt me one bit. And one thing I always liked about them is the extra height it gave me. Yeah, because at one point I always used to wear them, so everyone used to think that was my real actual height. Until one day I wasn't wearing them, and everyone was like, "Angelina, why you short? Like, what gone?
Angelina, why are you sure?
Why you short? Like,
Like you can answer that question. That's
trust me."
hilarious. That's so
But
funny,
yeah,
man.
and I don't know. I feel like it's something to do with the bubble, man. There's magic in the
Yeah,
bubble.
the
There's magic in the
thickness. Yeah,
bubble.
I like the bubble, man. I like the Air Maxes, man. The Air Max.
Yeah.
My cousin put me onto the Air Max 90 early, man, because he saw that I was struggling. Right, he got me a pair of Air Max 90s back in the day, man. Put
Oh,
me on, bro. So I'll always be, yeah, big up Sammy. Still, I'll always be indebted to man for doing that.
I got one pair that are a bit mad. Let me show you. Like, I don't think nobody has these. Let me see if I can find these. Hold on. Right. Yeah.
Wow,
Yeah. Yeah.
wow, what
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
color!
Yeah.
Shout out to
Yeah.
that, bro. That is
Crazy, innit?
nuts. That
Yeah.
is everything. So
Yeah.
for those that are listening, yeah, that shoe, like, does it have a
Mm.
name?
It's just called the Air Max 90 Hyper Grape Hyper Pink
Bro,
Volt.
like, yeah, it's hyper for a fact.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah. Yeah.
super hot,
Trust
like
me.
hot pink, like electric blue, like
Yeah.
everything that you
It's
need,
just
bro. Just a massive,
bam.
just a pop of
Yeah.
color. Like, yeah, that's a hard shoe, man. Them kind of shoes to me, man.
Yeah, man.
They're the ones that like statement pieces, bro. They're just like, what's the deal?
it's not something you see
Let
like on
me
a day
ask you
to
about these because
day.
these kind of remind me of these still.
Yeah, let me see.
Right.
You know what? Yeah, I was tempted to get these, but I had to hold off every crep because I
The
was determined to
Travises.
get them
I
Travises.
feel like these
Right.
came out like a couple days before the Travises. And
Yeah, that's why I didn't
yeah.
enter them.
I didn't get them obviously through sneakers, obviously. Shout out to Route
Yeah.
One. I managed to cut through Route One still, but yeah,
Shout out
these
to
are the
them,
run
man.
the jewels. So like similar to the ones you like, they've got like obviously that hot pink. So
Because they did the high top
yeah,
version and then they did the, yeah. I prefer the
yeah.
low ones. The high top ones weren't,
Both of them are like super out there in the colors. Like I don't know if this is like something I would rock,
yeah.
but like I really enjoy the colorway, like the different shades of blue and then the pop of pink as well. Like
That's what I really liked and how the
yeah,
sole
it's like
looks
a
itself.
translucent blue. Like it's
Um,
quite interesting.
and just the touch of gold as
Yeah, they got a
well.
touch of gold. And they had no. See, that's the thing. That gold little Dubre thing that they had. It was only on the high ones. I thought it was on the low ones as well, but it's only on the highs. It's only on the
Nah.
highs because I checked the other one, and like it comes with bare laces as well. Shout out to SB. They always,
How
yeah,
many
they always
laces?
bust you with bare laces, but there's like two.
It didn't come with pop
Nah, I didn't
laces.
come with pink laces. It's nuts. Pink laces would have been
Nah, I
crazy.
feel like it should have
Pink
came
laces
with
would have been
pink.
crazy actually. Pink
Yeah, it
laces,
should have came with some
like they've
pink.
got like two shades of like three shades of blue. Let's put three shades of
Yeah.
blue. Like, and yeah, that shade and that shade are very close. Yeah, I said